Hey guys, this last video I did, or uploaded, I done a bit of work on the 12AT7 regenerative receiver. I've got the speaker mounted. I've got the tuning knob that controls the tuning capacitor. I tried something different instead of using the string that I normally used. This time I had an old elastic band, a little rubber from an old rubber band from a little old tape recorder. Have you ever seen anybody use that on a tuning capacitor? And it works quite well, I gotta say. There's no slip on it at all. The rubber band is, well, it's rubber. So it grips, it don't slip. It works really like there's instant movement from the tuning capacitor. Very, very little, if to hardly any or any change in when you move the knob and the actual tuning capacitor. Go really slow there, but give you an idea. Tune the knob and then the capacitor. Actually pretty good. So I got this 9-pin socket. It's an old one. I gotta clean it up and remount it. I'm gonna use this one for the 12AT7. And before I go any further, there's another little upgrade I did to a drill that I had. An old Makita, the old blue Makita. This one here that you've seen probably in a few videos. Well, over the last few months or year or so, the battery don't last at all. It's an old NiCad battery. And what I did, I removed the 9-volt battery. And now I run the Makita off my power supply, 13 volts. And it works. It's good. And I don't need to worry about running out of batteries anymore. Just got to, I run it on the Pyramid power supply here. It draws a little under 5 amps, but it can shoot a lot more if you try to start it like right away, like that. Start slow. The power supply can handle it, no problem. And that's easy. Just remove the old NiCad batteries, and you run these two wires to the terminals of the battery pack that makes contact with the two contacts on the bottom and the handle part of the drill. So that works perfect, as you can see. The reverse and forward still works the same, no problem. Anyway, back to this. So now I got to mount my socket. I got to drill 3 holes for the terminals on this capacitor to come down underneath. But yeah, little update for you. Now we're gonna work a little bit on the on this regenerative 12AT series regenerative, and see if we can do. I'm gonna see if I can come up with a better knob, but for right now we'll just use this one. But yeah, stand by for the next video. We're gonna make a little series out of this 12AT7 regenerative. And so far I've been using old self-tapping screws. It's only aluminum case. Self-tap screws are perfect. Don't need to use normal screws. Self-tappers are no problem. One there, one there. I got 2 holding this part down. I got 2 holding the speaker down. So, yeah, self-tappers are best going. Anyways, I'll catch you on the next video. Stay tuned until we dive some more into this 12 AT7 regenerative receiver. All the best, folks. See you in the next one.